Grand rising, grand rising, family grand rising. So I'm just gonna get to it. What if I told you the negativity is a choice? Now, how many of you got mad that I said the negativity is a choice? There's this expression, hit dogs holler, which means that if a statement that someone makes apply to you and you take offense to that statement, you get mad, that statement applies to you. So if you just got mad and felt some kind of way because I said negativity is a choice, that's because that is a choice you are choosing. And you've been called out on it. I know that feeling because I used to make that choice not knowing I was making that choice. When you see people that are just angry, they're just angry. And every time, or those people that no matter what's going on, you give them a positive outlook on it, and all they got is negative stuff to say. It's always negative, and it's always bad, and it's always this, and it's always something. Let me look. That is a choice that is being made. Negative things happen to everybody without fail. 100% of the people are going to have something negative happen. 100%. See, what the difference is, what percentage out of that 100% are choosing not to be negative? You ever see those people that are just like, they never get bothered. They never, anything that arises, it doesn't ruffle their feathers. They do not get bothered. Every day is a good day. You know why? They chose not to let negativity rule them. They chose something else besides negativity. That's not saying that things aren't going to happen to test that. People are going to piss you off. You don't have to keep harping about how somebody pissed you off because you're harping in that negativity. You don't have to run around here mean mugging people all day because you mad because somebody did you wrong. And I'm using air quotes on that. Somebody did you wrong. Sometimes those people don't even know they did you wrong. Sometimes they do. But those are their actions. You can't control the actions nor behavior of anybody else. Only actions and behavior you can control are your own. I've said that before. Negativity is a choice. Negativity causes pessimism. It keeps pessimism there. Negativity ages you. Negativity kills you, man. It does something on the inside of your body when you're negative. You're making your own self alone by being negative all the time. It is a choice, baby. It's a choice. And I'm glad Spirit put this on me a little while ago because I was chilling. And then literally, let me go over here and look at this. Literally, Spirit had me write down, don't let your negativity be your downfall. Don't let your negativity be your downfall. A job doesn't want a negative person there all the time. That brings down morale, which in turn affects the money. You see how everything is getting connected here? Your energy, your negative frequency, your negative energy affects the energy of the money, affects the flow of the money. It starts blocking it all up. And that's just not at work. That is in your personal life as well. Now, and I can say this because there are witnesses to what I'm saying, because this is my own personal life, what I'm about to tell you. When I was sad and depressed, and I was negative all the time. All the time. I was convinced that nothing good was ever going to happen to me. I was going to be in that little shithole I was living in, and I was just negative. I stayed where I was at because that's the energy that I had created. The environment wasn't the best, but the environment matched my shitty atmosphere, my shitty environment that I had created for myself, my shitty energy. I was flatlining myself spiritually with the sheer words and with the sheer attitude that I chose to have. So I started changing my words. I started being grateful for the things that were happening. And I stopped complaining. Complaining. Once I stopped complaining so much, there wasn't really too much to be negative about. I'm going to say that again because somebody really needed to hear that, and I feel it. I feel it. Once I stopped complaining, there weren't too many things to be negative about. Not that it wasn't an ideal situation, but when you complain about something and you keep complaining about something, you create that energy. It's a negative energy. You complain about your job, how much you're getting paid at your job. You complain. And do understand, most of us that are working out here are highly underpaid. I totally understand. Oh, I get it. They're not going to pay you what you're worth. I get it. Stop complaining, because if you sit there and you complain about that, you're not going to get yourself a better paying job. That job is just going to be shit all the time. I mean, top to bottom, in and out, the whole time, just shit. Negative. All you do is just negative and complain. You got to start finding the silver lining in the negativity, so that'll start changing your frequency. You got to give the universe and you got to give your spirit something to hold on to let them know that this tornado isn't going to wipe everything out for you. It's a choice that you make. It's like when you complain to your brother or sister about something bad that keeps happening to you. It's happening to you. And they keep telling you, the silver lining. They keep telling you, well, it could have been worse, but at least it's better. It could have been this. Well, it's this. Well, hey, if you keep saying no, but, and then you keep dwelling on how bad and how negative it's affecting you, don't get mad when they start agreeing with you. Don't be mad. Because they got tired of bringing their positivity to your negativity and you choosing to be negative. They don't want to hear it no more. You're not about to keep sucking the positive energy from somebody who is trying to freely give it to you. So you can't be mad when the universe, when everything around you, your atmosphere starts agreeing with your negativity. That's that saying, misery loves company. You know why misery loves company? Because positive people don't want to hear that shit. We got too much going on. We're trying to do something big in this world to help us and everything that's with us and around us and touched to us. We want to create a legacy that's going to be the light, be the stars in the galaxy. We don't want negative shit, because what that does is that puts you down in the dirt and you can't reap anything that you're sowing. Positive people get tired of trying to help negative people all the time because it's draining. It is draining. Not everybody is built to be able to hear your negative and take your negative and exude back out positivity without saying a word, or only saying a few words, or just a few simple hand gestures. Let me tell you, it's exhausting doing that. It's exhausting. Hold on. And I just said something that it's not everybody can do that. I just realized what I said. And not everybody can do that. Part of my superhero power as this beautiful black goddess, part of my superhero power, baby, is that I, as someone told me, you absorb negative energy and you change it out for positive. Because that's what happens when people talk to me. That's what happens sometimes. I'll just walk by somebody who's frowning or something. It can be in the store, and I'll just walk by them and just, not to brag or anything. I did this the other day. Just to test my magic. The guy looked like he was having a horrible day. Just going down the aisle. He wasn't even in my way, but I touched his shoulder, and it was just like to reassurance. You know, when that person you love, when a family member or someone touches your shoulder and gives you reassurance that things are going to be okay, even though you may not feel like it, you have this weird sense of peace. That's what it is. I don't know. I'm just how new I am to all of this, family. When was I at the place with a smile on its face? In the past 18 months, I've started to learn how to control, how to start controlling that. Because there was a point everybody I was just even bumping into, I could feel everything. So not everybody can do that. But positive people absorb the negativity, whether they know it or not. They're around, their positivity exudes off of them. It exudes off a situation. It exudes off of their words. It just comes off of them. And when you come around with your negativity, you are sucking that out of them. But if you're choosing to stay negative, you're not even putting that positivity that you're sucking out of them anywhere. You're just a bottomless drain. No one wants to be a bottomless drain. Put the plug in that. Put the plug in that. Because when you change how you look at things, if you don't have to do anything, but do understand that how you view things and your attitude and your environment, your atmosphere, the people who come across, it's all linked together. It's all linked together. Negativity, ooh, thank you, Spirit. Let me sip my coffee to that. Negativity is when you've made so many withdrawals from your spiritual bank and you haven't put nothing in. Your account is in the negative. Your account is in the negative, and it's a choice that you have made. Now, I don't know how you may feel about that. And Spirit said it's not really my choice to know or to even care how you feel about that. I am here to give you the message. That's it. I am here to give you the message. When you choose to stay in those negative thoughts, when you choose to stay in that negative energy, that negative mind frame, those negative words, when you choose that, understand it will keep choosing you too. What you want wants you. Now, everyone gets negative from time to time. Excuse me. Everyone gets negative from time to time. But is that negativity or is that frustration? To think that things are never, ever going to go right, and when someone tells you that they can make it right for you, you still give excuses as to how come it's not going to go right. And then when it doesn't go right, the first thing you say is, see, I knew this was going to happen. No. See, you made that happen. Someone took their positivity, took a blessing that they did, and they gave you something beautiful and nice, and you already said, but that ain't going to last. Nothing ever lasts for me. I never get to keep nice things. I never get nice things. I never stay at a good job long. I can never stay in a good relationship long. I never get a good man. I never get a good woman. I never get a decent car. I'm never going to get a car. And then somebody gives you a car. And you say, well, this isn't going to last long because, I never get nice shit. You're going to keep the car dirty. Your maintenance ain't going to be right. And you're going to say, oh, my car is messing up. I knew this was going to happen. No, you let that happen. You chose that. You chose that. My hands are on fire. My hands are electric fire right now. Thank you. I can't even tell y'all. Something so powerful happened yesterday. Oh, I can't even tell y'all. Thank you, Spirit. Your car and your negativity are linked together. Your atmosphere and your negativity are linked together. Now, if your atmosphere and everything are linked to your negativity, wouldn't it also be linked to your positivity? If you keep a negative mindset all the time, you keep your space around you big, small, you keep your space around you a negative space, you don't pick up, you don't clean up. You're choosing to just do negative things just because you can. that's what's going to come to you. You can't expect to put negativity out and it not come back. There's no currency giving life to your spiritual bank. That's what the positivity is for. That's what the gratefulness is for. And if you're mad because you're negative all the time and don't know how to be positive, because that is the thing. I've literally met people who are so mad that they're negative all the time, and they're mad because they don't know how to get out of it. I mean, eyebrows just bunched. I mean, forehead looked like a damn, what is it, a Shar-Pei? Them dolls with the wrinkly forehead? I mean, I'm just saying. You can start by being grateful. You can start by giving thanks for something. You can start by telling yourself a positive affirmation. I believe in you. Looking in the mirror. I believe in you. Look right in your own eyes. I believe in you. And I've said this before. You don't have to believe the positivity that's coming out of your mouth when you first state it. But that positivity coming out of your mouth is going to overtake the negative of whatever's happening if you say it long enough. Because you'll start to believe it. The universe starts moving in that way. Your spirit starts standing up instead of sitting on the rocks, rusty and dusty. Because understand, there are things backing you that are waiting for you to just, I don't know, man, tone that damn negativity down a little bit. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done. I know this. But once the process starts and you stay consistent with at least one thing, because you would be surprised at what starts to change, even if you start telling yourself, if all you do every day for 30 days is tell yourself, I believe in you. If you tell yourself that for 30 days, I promise you something's going to change. I promise you something's going to change. Because you've changed the frequency that you are at. My hands are just fire. When you change the frequency of where you're at, every time you tell yourself even something as small as I believe in you, you start making those deposits in your spiritual bank. Because I've had my account in the negative. But when I started making them deposits, that negative balance started going down until it reached the neutral zero. And then it started going to the positive. Sometimes the hardest thing is the work not to be negative. Because we all go through things we all go through things. It's life. Life be lifing, okay? Life be lifing. But it's the choice that you make on how you want to life that life. Like, The death of a loved one hurts. There's a difference between grief and negativity. Understand that that's what I'm saying. Some of the bad things that happen in your life, that's not all negative. There's different levels and all of that. Being sad is something different than being negative. But understand, what you're sad about is what makes it different. Again, you don't have to be anything. And I keep saying this because you have a choice. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to listen to anything. It's called free will. It's yours. No matter what you believe, if you don't believe in anything you say, it's true. What is? I apologize for the pause. Spirit just said negativity causes people to make permanent solutions to temporary problems. Be aware of that. Be aware of that. A lot of people, let me stop. There are people that have made permanent solutions to temporary problems, and they are no longer here. Whether they are deceased, whether they are in prison, jail, some kind of incarceration. There are people in all aspects of that are there because of that. That's not the only reason they're there. There are different reasons for everything. But a lot of people move in the negativity because they think that's all that there is. That's all right, Spirit. When you can learn to shut the hell up to yourself, you can stop the negativity. That's just how Spirit just gave it to me. Sometimes you got to shut your own self up. Sometimes you've got to stop talking. Stop trying so hard to be heard and see if you can listen. Because the universe is always trying to tell you something. Always. So what you're viewing as negativity, because it's me and Spirit, and I love it. Spirit is saying, well, shit, tell them if they would just shut the hell up sometimes, it'd be easier for them to hear me. It's a choice. It's not funny, but it's how Spirit communicates with me, and how Spirit knows to talk to me, and the things that Spirit lets me see that I am so grateful for. And it's just It's so beautiful. And what has helped my negativity? What has helped move me to be able to just do this is the fact that I chose a whole totally different aspect altogether. Because being negative hurt. My health was getting bad. I was just unhappy. It moved. My negativity moved when I decided that it was time for it to move. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some times that, yes, I do get negative. And then I'm aware of that negativity and I choose not to do it. Because I ask myself, why am I negative? Ask yourself why. Why are you negative? Are you negative over someone else's actions? Wrong. Don't even be negative. Someone else's actions may affect you, but that's not your karma at the end of the day, number one. And how you choose to deal with it can ultimately change the outcome, number two. Yes, how you choose to deal with things can ultimately change the outcome. Just keep that in mind. Make decisions that are going to help move you down the road. And be aware of your thoughts. Because thoughts creep in. They creep in slow and small. And then they grow into something bigger. And next thing you know, you're thinking about some negative shit that has nothing to do with you, or some shit that happened some years ago. Or just a whole negative situation that's just, your whole mood is turned sour. Be mindful of your thoughts. Because those negative thoughts are always going to be there. Those are like little thieves trying to take money out of your spiritual bank. Cut that off. Put positive deposits in that negative bank. And if you keep putting positive deposits in that negative bank, it ain't going to be negative no more. I'm just saying. I'm no mathematical genius. But all I know is when I had a negative account, and anybody else I know that had a negative account, when they started putting that currency in there, making them deposits, that negative stopped being so high and started going down. And then it was like a reset, back at zero. It's like a reset, back at zero. So, which way do you want to go? Now that you back at zero, you put in them positive deposits to get there to this point. You still keep putting them positive deposits in there, because I promise you, the withdrawal now, oh baby, beautiful. Because you start getting out what you're putting in. So when you put in those positive thoughts, those positive affirmations, those positive movements, those positive words, that's what you're going to start getting out. It just is what it is. Okay. My hands are on fire. I am done. Spirit said I am done. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate where you are in your journey and you taking the time to hear these words. And even if they don't apply to you, I'm sure you know someone who it does. So share this. Let them listen. Like, follow, subscribe, however you are listening to this. If something resonates with you, like it, follow it. I am doing something that makes my heart sing because I know I'm changing someone's life. So I appreciate you and I'm thankful for you. Have a great day today. Have a great afternoon, evening. Enjoy it all because it's all there for you to enjoy. Peace.